Looks like this is his path. Ah.
2 hours later.
I got you, you big stupid lizard. Oh no! W! Dude, that has got to be painful. You want me to call you an ambulance? Boy, will you calm down? If you call me an ambulance, I'm going to give you a purple nurple. Now look here. No big deal. It's actually my wood leg. Oh, I didn't know you had a wood leg. Yep, no big deal. I got plenty more at home. Well, do you want me to at least give you a ride home, or like I could carry you or something? What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today we are going to do some science with bear traps. I have always wondered how much damage would a bear trap actually do. Well, today I have two bear traps. This is a number 15 bear trap, and it may look small compared to the other one, but it's still pretty big. And then we have this giant one. It is a number 16 bear trap, and it is absolutely massive. So today we have some Ballistic Dummy Labs body parts, and we're going to see just how much damage a bear trap can do. These are very hard to set. So even this is the smaller one. You have to push these springs down to be able to open the trap. Well, this morning I weighed 252, and as you can see, I am barely moving that down. So there's no way I can get both of these pushed down to set this thing. So as you can imagine, these things should be springing closed pretty hard once we finally get them set. All right, that's enough of me flapping these jaws. Let's see what these jaws can do. I am super excited. Let's get set up and get started. The only gun I'm gonna be using today is an impact gun. So these things are very hard to set, like I said, but we have come up with a way to do this easily. So I have two vices here. And if you take a look on this side, we have welded a nut to this end. And now I can just clamp these springs together and set my trap. Now that I have both of those compressed, I can open my jaws and I can set my trap. Okay, I've got the number 15 trap set, and I think before we start sticking ballistic legs, arms, and heads in these things, we do a test shot with a 1 gallon water jug. So here we go. Oh! Oh! That's a lot of pressure. Oh! Oh! That's a lot of pressure. You know, for a second I was thinking it was spraying out because, you know, it's like carbonation, like soda, and then I realized that's not why it was spraying out that hard. It's because of the sheer force of those jaws clamping on it. It was shooting it out. That is pretty impressive, and I am very, very, very excited now to see what happens when we put these limbs in there. Let's get this thing set back up. Okay. It's actually been about 45 minutes because this little booger here was giving me some trouble. We have a good idea of just how powerful this is. So now let's see what happens when we stick a giant Ballistic Dummy Labs ballistic leg in the number 15 bear trap. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way home. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! looks very painful. I think we broke its ankle. Yeah, so I'll turn this trap real quick. Oh, you can see that tooth went right into that bone. Yeah, right there. Let's see. I'm actually just going to kind of split this here. And okay, yeah, we just grazed right by it. Yep, I'm going to say that a bear trap is nothing to shake a stick at. So if you ever get your foot caught in a bear trap, all you got to do is just kind of like that there, and you're good to go. Now we are going to move on to the number 16 bear trap. It's much larger than the last one, but I'm curious if it's going to be any faster or more powerful. We have another Ballistic Dummy Lab leg, and we're going to see what happens. Ugh. Someone needs to wear socks. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, well, that was much slower than the last one, but man, it has applied a lot of pressure to this leg. If you come around on this side, it looks like that is right in the bone. And if you look right here, you can see we cut into the flesh of this leg, and that bone is definitely broken. 100% broke. It's just like tearing off a Band-Aid. Oh, actually, I don't feel like I had to do much to break that. I'm pretty sure that was already pre-snapped. My new concealed carry. Okay, we are setting up the number 15 trap again, and I have the springs compressed. So now we can have a look at this ankle. And as you can see here, we have some pretty good notches in that bone. That would be very painful. We now have the number 15 bear trap set up again, and we have a Ballistic Dummy Labs hand and forearm. Let's see what happens when we tickle the bear trap. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. Holy cow. Come on. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So if for some reason this was you, which first of all, quit touching things. 2, I think you may be okay because looks like the tooth went in between those 2 bones. So I don't think it broke. I'm gonna kind of remove some of this. Yep, and you can see right there, it went right in between. So you definitely would be stuck. Yeah, 100% stuck. But no broken bones, right? We now have the big boy set up again, and I have another Ballistic Dummy Labs forearm and hand. I want to stick the whole arm in there, but before we do, I want to see what happens if you just get your hand in there, right? So I'm gonna just kind of dangle this and then try to set this off with this stick. Oh, just his fingers. Oh, just. Oh, actually, I think you would have made it out okay. None of those teeth hit the fingers. Look at that. I can just kind of slip them out of there. Whoop! Made it out okay. I'm disappointed though. We're gonna have to do it again. Let's see if I can get it this time. Here we go. Oh, yep, that's it right there. That'll do it. Oh, yep. tonight would be a bad day. Ooh. Yeah, those teeth are all in those hand bones. That'd be a bad time. This is why you don't touch stuff. Oh, 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 oh. Cut the whole hand off. Oh my gosh. I don't think that could have been a more clean cut. I mean, that is just awful. I think that really proves how powerful the number 16 is. It's slower, but it's definitely applying more force. And I would say that if you stuck it in that trap just the right way, you would have to learn how to wipe your hiney with your left hand. Number 16 is set back up, and you'll just have to imagine that there's a hand there because it's missing. Let's see what happens if your arm got put down in it. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Yeah, we definitely got a good hit. Oh, I think that's definitely in the bone. You see here. No, I don't know. Well, I'm not sure. No, I don't think the bone broke. Oh, it did. You can see right there we've got, nope, I lied. Again, look at that. It went right in between the two bones. You've got a tooth in between there. You would 100% be trapped, but your bones would be good. Let's move on to our next target, or body part. So up next we have a Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie bust, and we have bear trap number 16 set up again, and I'm very curious to see what happens when this thing clamps down on this head. I don't really know what scenario this is, like maybe you trip and fall face first into a bear trap. I don't know, but we're gonna find out what would happen for science. So I'm gonna have to finagle this one. Let's see if this works. There we go. Oh! Oh! If I spin this here, you can see that one of those teeth made it into the skull, and we're leaking a little bit. And if you get from this angle, you can really see the damage there. The thing is in there pretty good. This is where having Siri on your phone would be great, because you could just yell, "Hey Siri, call 911, my head's in a bear trap."
Sorry, I can only call one person at a time.
Oh, hey, no,
Who would you like to call?
no, I was just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was almost really bad. Okay, I've got this loosened up just a little bit. Let's get him out. Oh. Oh gosh, that is stuck in there good. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's have a look. We got our big gnarly gash right there. That's no bueno. And then on the other side, we have another gash that kind of caught him on the brow. And then you got one more right there, and that skull is cracked. So if you're running from a bear that was mad at you for setting a bear trap, which by the way, bear trapping bad, and you fall out of the tree running from the bear face first, it's not gonna be good. Not gonna be good at all. I now have the number 15 trap set up. Not as powerful as the 16, but it's a little more snappy. Let's see what would happen if you fell out of a tree into it. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That didn't. Oh, okay. So, judging from that, I would say I would definitely want more of a clean clamp on my head, because if it just nicked you, you're totally going to get Hannibal Lectered. Your whole face is going to get pulled off. That's not good. If you want your mind to be like a skill trap and you want to get your start in firearms technology, you need to check out STI. There's a link in the description down below. Wow, I really like this pipe. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future awesome content. Oh, dear. You need to get back up, okay? Get back up. Right back up. Also, if you want to pick up a nifty Kentucky Ballistics t-shirt, swing over to KentuckyBallistics.com. There's a link in the description down below. No, stay up. And as always, my name is Scott. Whew, I'm out of breath. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.